May 2009 video edition of the Iowa General Fund Monthly Revenue Memo. My name is Jeff Robinson, Senior Fiscal Analyst for the Iowa Legislative Services Agency, a nonpartisan agency of the Iowa General Assembly. This month's memo is for fiscal year 2009, July 1 through May 2009. Net receipts for the month of May continued where April left off, falling 12.4% compared to May 2008. For the month, gross revenue fell 6.4%, while tax refunds increased 31.5%. The current revenue estimating conference projection for fiscal year 2009 net revenue is for negative 2.6% growth for the entire fiscal year. Through May, net revenue has fallen negative 4.5%, nearly 2 full percentage points below the estimate. With each percentage point equal to about $59 million, that means at this pace, general fund revenue is short about $120 million compared to the estimate for the year. Gross revenue has increased 3.7% year to date, just short of the REC estimate for gross revenue of positive 3.9%. However, regular refunds issued against those gross revenues have increased 25% for the year compared to an REC estimate of refund increases of 12.6%. Therefore, it is these higher refunds that are causing the problem with fiscal year 2009. The net revenue graph on the front page of the memo shows that net revenue has declined compared to fiscal year 2008 in 7 of 11 months and 5 of the last 6. December, April, and May were particularly poor months. Gross personal income tax declined 11.1% for May and now stands at negative 0.2% year to date. The REC estimate for personal income tax is positive 0.1%, so this revenue source is now just below projection. Gross sales and use tax for May was up 1%, due in large part to the local option school infrastructure tax change made last July. That former local option tax now flows through the state general fund and flows back out through a refund appropriation. So for the year, gross sales and use tax is expected to be up significantly, but the increase has much more to do with a change in accounting than it does growth in actual revenue. Gross sales and use tax revenue is up 16.7% year to date and is now just below the REC projection growth rate of 17.7%. The monthly memo also provides 2 basic economic indicators. Iowa non-farm employment was down 31,700 in April compared to April 2008, using numbers without seasonal adjustment. The top line on the graph shows the last 10 years of the non-farm series using a 12-month average. The 12-month average peaked in the fall of 2008 and is now declining, and the decline is accelerating. The lower line presents Iowa non-farm employment as a percent of total U.S. non-farm employment. Although Iowa has experienced significant job declines in recent months, the U.S. economy has been having even more trouble. So Iowa's share of total U.S. employment has been increasing for about a year now. An official U.S. recession started 17 months ago in December 2007. During and after the 2001 recession, Iowa employment dropped 38,800, peak to trough, calculated off of a 12-month average of the unadjusted non-farm series. The Consumer Price Index, the more volatile line on this chart, peaked at an annual rate of 5.6% in June of 2008, driven up by the high cost of fuel. The economic slowdown has dropped the inflation rate significantly, and the annual rate is now negative 0.7%, an inflation rate not experienced since 1955. A less volatile inflation calculation is the core CPI, an inflation gauge that excludes food and energy prices. That rate has also declined and now is reported at positive 1.9% year over year. The condition of the State General Fund is important not only to members of the Iowa General Assembly, but also to all residents of Iowa. I thank you very much for your interest and encourage you to join our mailing list and receive automatic monthly announcements when new monthly memos are posted. Goodbye and have a very fine day.